Hi, I'm Leeann with Leeann and Michelle. Thank you so much for watching this collection of some of our favorite moments from everybody's favorite romantic, the Enneagram 4. And make sure you stay tuned all the way to the end to hear a little bit about how we created this character. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button.
I like to know that the beans have been held and touched by human hands, each one containing a story in its tiny little shell, and that their stories have been freed and soaked in a cheesecloth for 72 hours. And their story is now a part of me. There's a poetry in that. Oh, a bird. When I go to Starbucks, I always take my moleskin journal. I just watch the little bird friends that come and bounce around the concrete. You know, some people call them unwanted guests, foraging for little bits of my vanilla bean scone, but they're part of this environment. It's their Starbucks too. And in some ways, aren't we the unwanted guests? Okay, this candle smells like the way I feel after a really good healing cry. It's perfumed with feeling. These are senseless but beautiful, so I need them. This morning I woke up in my bed and I stared at the ceiling. And a thought flew into my head like a little bird perching on the limb of a tree. This may be what I see for weeks. I looked up at it and I tried to imagine the blue sky I've seen so many times before but took for granted. I went to the window and I touched it with my fingertips, like Rapunzel in her tower. I am the lost princess. I refuse to stockpile. I won't do it. It just doesn't work with my whole minimalist vibe. I will tell you one thing. I will not be going to Costco for toilet paper and plastic water bottles. I have been using family cloth for the last 8 years. And not only is it better for the environment, I never have to worry about running out. It's also a beautiful storied linen and it looks very pretty in my bathroom. When I cleanse myself, I like a nice embroidered towelette, so sue me. I'm going to be so honest with you. I read and reread this job description before I walked in those beautiful rotating glass doors today. I think there may be an opportunity for us to create a new position. For example, a smell coordinator. This room, the scent, mixology in here is off. So smell branding would be definitely a gift of mine.
No, I don't like to use the fast pass, no, because these lines are an absolute work of art. How could I miss this?
I am the Force.
I'm just thinking about the part at the end of Toy Story 3 where Andy is giving Woody to Bonnie and Woody waits. He's gonna take him to college, but he doesn't. He doesn't take him. But Woody's gonna have a better life, so it's fine.
She had 2 babies, one was 6 months, one was 3.
When working from home, I find that one of the most important things is curating my environment. Scent is so important for workflow. Okay, that's good, but it has to be in balance. Oh, yes. They all just have to work together in harmony. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna just say that this is more important than my laptop right now. It's just like really important for me to be surrounded by living things. Like, it's hard to be creative if I don't feel like I'm in a tropical jungle. I always keep freshly sharpened number 2 pencils in a vintage ceramic on the desk somewhere. I don't use them, but I like knowing they're there.
Oh my goodness, that bird. Oh, she's building a nest. Oh my gosh. She's gonna be a mother. This was my grandmother's. It's over 120 years old, and I like to have it right here in my way. It's like having her in my work environment with me. Okay. Gosh, that makes me think of elementary school. Let's talk about 4, baby. Let's talk about crazy me. I love my 4-ness now that I know I'm a 4. As soon as I understood that, like, there are others like you out there, I was like, oh, that makes life so much easier. For me, reading the 4, oh, there's a bird. Legitimately, I know I do this in all my videos. There is a magnificent wren hopping along the garden. There really was. I wish I could flip the camera around. It had a black back and a brown chest. It was really beautiful. My character gets distracted by birds in almost every video. There's a reason for that. So my 4 is, I would say I have a high need in my life for beauty and order. Whatever that means to you individually, that's like a thing that 4 shares. It has to be beautiful to them. My characterization of the 4 is very particular about her environment. The idea of beauty over function is an ongoing in my house because I just want it to be beautiful. She is very self-involved, as a lot of 4s tend to be before they start working on themselves. She's just very into what she's experiencing and making sure she's saying it in the perfect way. Highly values her uniqueness, definitely wants people to see it. And the interesting thing about the 4 is I think initially it was the hardest character to play because the things that she does, that very indulgent way of explaining everything, and those are things I try not to do as much. Her long-winded way of explaining everything, which I realize I'm totally doing right now. I'm doing it. I'm being her. So the 4 is me stretched out in some new comical directions, but I am my own inspiration for the 4. I am 4.